everyone, welcome back to the Mars planet. And as we begin our journey today, let's take a moment to understand the deeper meaning behind this name. Because Mars planet is not just the title of a channel, it represents the grand idea that no one truly owns Mars. No king, no nation, no empire. Instead, Mars belongs to the universe itself, a silent guardian of the solar system holding secrets billions of years old. And through this channel, we become explorers of that mysterious world, learning about the red planet as if we are standing on its frozen deserts ourselves, watching ancient dust storms rise like colossal walls of sand, feeling the thin air brush against our helmets, and imagining how this planet once looked when it was young, warm, and alive with flowing water. Mars, often called the Malak of Silence, rules not through power, but through mystery, carrying within its rocky crust the silent history of oceans that once shimmered under a young sun, mountains that erupted with fire, and valleys carved by rivers that flowed for millions of years, leaving behind clues that scientists today study with rovers like Perseverance and Curiosity, trying to understand whether life once breathed on this planet long before humans existed. And as we explore Mars through our screens, we realize that the planet is more than just a reddish sphere. It is a cosmic library of time, a place where every cracked rock, every frozen crater, every layer of dust tells the story of how worlds are born, how they change, and how they die, making Mars the true Malak of forgotten ages, guarding memories that even Earth no longer holds because Earth's surface has changed too often. Yet Mars has preserved its past like a time capsule, waiting for humanity to unlock it. And when future astronauts finally land on this world, they will walk on soil older than human civilization, look up at a sky where the sun appears smaller, and know that they stand on a world untouched for billions of years, a world that invites us not as owners, but as students of the universe. And as this video continues, you will discover how Mars became a frozen desert, how it lost its atmosphere, how its core cooled, and how volcanic giants like Olympus Mons formed mountains impossible on Earth, how Valles Marineris stretched across the planet like the scar of a forgotten battle, and how this majestic world, silent yet powerful, continues to call humanity forward, urging us to explore, to learn, and to reach beyond the limits of Earth. Because Mars is not simply a planet, it is a guide, a teacher, a Malak of time, showing us what the future of human exploration could look like as we prepare to become a multi-planet species. And so, as we dive deeper into this 10-minute journey, remember that Mars planet is not just a channel. It is an identity, a mission, and a symbol of the human dream to touch the stars, to leave footprints on alien soil, and to write new chapters of history on the red sands of a world that has waited quietly for billions of years for us to arrive. Sol 1621. As we continue our journey beyond the silence of the red planet, Mars reveals even more astonishing secrets that deepen our understanding of this ancient world, reminding us once again that the universe is far bigger and more mysterious than anything we once imagined. For as we study the planet's frozen landscapes, scientists have discovered that beneath the iron-rich dust, beneath the cracked surface and shattered plains, Mars hides enormous reserves of water ice, some buried only a few centimeters deep, and others locked inside thick layers of rock stretching thousands of kilometers beneath the poles, suggesting that if life ever existed here or still exists, it would likely be found hidden deep underground, protected from radiation by ancient crust that has not moved in billions of years, unlike Earth, where tectonic plates constantly recycle the land. And as robotic explorers drill, scan, and sample Martian soil, they uncover minerals, salts, carbonates, and clay deposits that could have formed only in the presence of liquid water, meaning that long before Mars became a frozen desert, it may have been a thriving world with lakes, rivers, deltas, hydrothermal vents, and perhaps even entire oceans teeming with microbial ecosystems similar to the early life that once grew in Earth's primordial seas. But what truly fascinates scientists today is Mars's strange seasonal behavior, where winds carve dunes into waves, frost settles over the surface like glittering shards of crystal, and mysterious methane spikes appear in the atmosphere before suddenly fading away. An unpredictable pattern that could be a geological phenomenon, or, as some scientists speculate, the faint signatures of microbial activity hiding in sheltered underground environments. And while these questions remain unanswered, future human explorers will be the ones to solve them. For NASA, SpaceX, ESA, and other space agencies are already preparing for manned missions that will test human courage, endurance, and intelligence like never before, sending astronauts on a months-long journey through deep space to a world where they must build habitats from Martian soil, extract water from ice deposits, create oxygen from carbon dioxide, grow food in radiation-protected greenhouses, and survive in an environment where one small mistake could mean the difference between life and death. Yet despite these challenges, Mars calls to humanity as a new frontier, offering us not only scientific knowledge, but also the chance to build a second home, a backup for civilization, a world where future generations may live under protective domes, raise families in artificial gravity environments, build underground cities connected by pressurized tunnels, and stand under a pale pink sky watching two moons, Phobos and Deimos, arc across the horizon in silent beauty. And as we imagine these future cities glowing softly on the Martian surface, powered by nuclear reactors, solar arrays, and advanced life support systems, we begin to understand that the red planet is not just a distant dream, but a destiny waiting patiently for us to embrace. A place where humanity will learn to adapt to a new world, to push beyond the boundaries of imagination, and to write a new chapter in the cosmic story of life, exploration, and survival. Because Mars, the timeless guardian of the solar system, has waited billions of years for its visitors from Earth. And when humanity finally arrives, the red planet will no longer be silent, but will echo with the footsteps, discoveries, and dreams of a species ready to claim its place among the stars.